It's a very wet and rainy day, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a little video I've been meaning to do, which is a behind the scenes of YouTube and how everything's going after running it full time for 18 months now. A bit of a run through of our house and our setup and our cars and all that, and what we do on a day-to-day basis, and answer some of the questions that people have been having. Proudly supported by Outback Equipment, Tread, Superior Engineering, and in part by. I'll start with a little bit of basic information about myself if you haven't watched my channel or any of these videos before. My name is Tyler Thompson. I'm 32 years old and I'm a full-time four-wheel driving and camping adventurer YouTuber. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now. The first 3.5 years was part-time, and then the last 18 months has been full-time. This is what I do for my job. Previously to that, I was a school teacher. I'll stand out here in the rain to get this shot. We live on the New South Wales mid-north coast, where we rent a 4-bedroom house, so it's myself and my partner Demi, and then we have 4 kids between us. The oldest one, 10, is my son Malachi, and then Demi has Jasper and Felix, and then we've recently had Zeph, who is our youngest, who is only 3.5 months old. We are hoping to buy soon, but I keep spending money on 4-wheel drives and 4-wheel drive parts instead, so we'll hopefully get there one day. A little bit of a tour of the place. I'll start out here where I'm standing in the driveway slash the garage. So this is our first car, my first car, the Nissan Navara. It's a 2019 D23, and this was the 4-wheel drive I've been using the last 3 years now to build and film all my videos I'm going our adventures on. And then with the growing family, we needed a 6-seater car, so that was when we got the Patrol as well, and you would have seen that on the channel for the last 6 months or so. So it's a 2003 TB48 Nissan GU Patrol. It's Demi's daily driver at the moment. Twin locked big GU Patrol on a 3-inch lift, 35s, and about $7,000 worth of fuel a week, so it's not the most practical daily driver. But they are our 2 cars, so I'm daily driving the Nav and she's daily driving the Patrol. And then if we swing around here into the garage, and then this is our 3rd car slash 4-wheel drive that I've just recently bought, which is going to be the next build and project on the channel. So it's a 1995 Nissan GQ, this one. So this is the older Patrol. It's a nearly 30-year-old car, 700,000 kilometers. But yeah, we're pretty excited about this. I've already got big plans coming to build this up as, you know, super cool 4-wheel drive as well. It's in the garage at the moment because it's not being daily driven, because there's a few issues going on with it that we got to get sorted before we can daily drive it. Demi has been practicing some manual in it though. Now I was actually in the process of cleaning this garage up the other day, but I didn't quite get there. What have we got? Swags, fridges. That's that dual battery box you would have seen in a video recently. So we only put that in when we're actually going away on trips. Down here I just got all my camping gear sort of there, ready to chuck in the car when we're going away. Gas bottles, tools, chainsaw bag, recovery bags, some more tools down there. Some more tools, car washing material, like a heap of camping gear, camp chairs. And then if I open up this back, ouch, garage area, so we do have an undercover area out here. Jeez, that door's heavy. So we got our new camper trailer undercover out here, which you wouldn't have seen yet. There's going to be some videos coming up on that in the very near future, which will be exciting. We got some family trips planned with everyone in the towing this with a 4.8 Patrol and the big camper trailer. And then we didn't actually buy this one. Opus have just lent it to us for a couple of years to sort of use and make the most of and get some content with it. But yeah, pretty excited. I've had a couple of weeks now and haven't even used it. It's full off-road trailer. It's got a couple of double beds and a kitchen and everything inside there. Big fridge here, storage space. So keep an eye out for this. Quick tour of the house on our way through. So living area, it's not the best lighting today because it's kind of rainy outside, but then the light's not really getting inside, so it's normally very nice in the sun in here. Lounge room, hallway, all the bedrooms down there. Living area where Demi's currently working, so this is our work office really, the living area. Some maniac keeps coming in and shoving a camera in your face while you're trying to look after a baby. So there's Zeph. Kitchen. Asleep. I won't annoy Demi too much, who's currently editing, doing the titles for the Springs 4x4 Park video. I'll come back and interview you after.
Is that what it's like working for you?
Yeah, that was like dealing with a boss like me.
Wow. I might have to edit it out, like
Yeah.
it's been said.
Alright, we'll head out the backyard first. This is just going to be a super informal, relaxed video, by the way, of me walking around with the camera, so I don't expect anything too high quality with the production, but hopefully some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Alright, backyard. Lots of trees and garden stuff. Alright, we'll head into the back garden shed here. And here we have the extra office. So we set this place up as a office and a space to work outside of the house without the distractions and being able to pack all the merch here. All your boxes, there are our new hoodies. If you want a new hoodie, that's the one I'm wearing these videos. We still got 4 boxes of them left. And then yeah, more stuff over there. But we never actually come out here that much other than just to do the merch. We basically always just turn the living room into the office and it's just covered with work stuff most of the time. I've chucked the camera on the tripod. Hopefully I haven't been shaking it too much around. You guys aren't seasick yet. But yeah, all our merch and orders are through our Shopify website. So it's tylerthompson.com.au, which is powered by Shopify. That's who runs it or whatever. We've got thank you cards here to go in with all our orders, stickers, magnets, more stuff under there. There's my old laptop. That was what I first edited all these videos on. Hard drives, respect the bush bags. And yeah, I think that's pretty much our office out here. It's a nice spot, like it's a garden shed. Obviously it's all garden shed inside, but still got good lighting, the toilet, plenty of power out here, plenty of storage space, so it's all worked out pretty good. That's pretty much a tour of our place. What I'll do now is I'll run through some of the businessy side of things and how we run all that and what we dedicate a lot of our time to. Actually, before I jump into that, people often ask me, you know, what does your day-to-day life look like, I guess? What are you doing on a general day? Obviously, we're away on trips, at time filming. You know, that's off adventuring, filming all day. So that's different, but at home, our life is very busy with family stuff and having the 4 kids. Demi and I just try and share it around as much as possible. A general day is wake up about 6:37, breakfast, get kids ready for school, pack school lunches. I'll whip through a couple of emails if I have time. I leave about 8, so I'll do the school run of a morning, and then Demi will stay home with Zeph and go for a walk. I drop the kids off at school at 8:30. I'll try and go to the gym as many mornings as I can, unless I have to run around town doing some jobs or head to the mechanics or, you know, modification place. Sometimes do a bit of household shopping. Try to be home about 10:30, 11. Then I've got about a 4 to 5 hour window there for getting work done during the day. But that's broken up because Demi and I are trying to rotate holding Zeph and looking after him, so it's not really a full 4 to 5 hours. She'll leave to pick up kids from school at 3, be back home about 3:30. From then we're normally doing activities with the kids, organising them, cook dinner, clean the house, all that usual stuff. I might get a bit of work in between all that going on. That'll go through till about 8 o'clock at night, and then from 8 to say 10:30, 11, I'll often use that time to get another 2-3 hours work in just to try and catch up, because that's what we're struggling with at the moment. As I said before, this time and this balancing everything, like balancing the business, the family, time with kids, time with each other, getting everything done. So it's just a rotation of doing all that. That is a bit of a basic outline though of what a day may look like in our life. Back in the house, office space. As I said, this is where we do most of the work. Often ends up a mess in here on the dining room table. And then at the moment, as I said, Demi's working on a video, so we sort of try and team edit some of these videos. We edit using Final Cut Pro, so that's my laptop, the MacBook Pro, where I do most of my editing, and then Demi has a MacBook Air that she does stuff on too.
Look at my timeline, guys, it's so cool.
So that's a nearly finished video at the moment, just finishing off the titles for it. So the general process is, you have all your footage from your cameras, you'll cut it all in order, which will be your middle bit, and just sit them all there. I'll then go back through and actually create a storyline, so I'll refine the clips, overlay them, add in your music, add in voiceovers, all that sort of stuff. And then the third process that Demi does now is Demi goes through and picks up on any of my stuff up, checks it all over, and then goes through and does all the titles. So do you have titles there, what you're doing at the moment? So this is the latest thing we've started doing, which is an extra few hours work per video, but hopefully it's worth it. So just popping up the titles there on the videos as they come up, so that's what Demi's going through doing now. Show Lightroom, please. That's where our photo editing is done in Lightroom. So Demi does all the Lightroom editing now, so that's a before and that's after. And Demi loves her patrol, don't you? It's your favourite.
Yeah, got a picture of it above my bed.
It's interview time. What's your favourite part about having Tyler Thompson as a boss? Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Alright, I'll ask Demi a couple of questions, aka my slave. He does everything while I just sit around doing nothing these days.
The mastermind behind everything.
Yeah. But, so yeah, 10 to 15 hours a week you do.
Mm-hmm.
What sort of stuff do you normally do? She's panicked. Not be on camera.
Yeah, everything that's not on camera.
Everything's not on camera. So a lot of our work is taken up with editing. So the editing there is the main time, and then all the other bits and pieces that go on, like what else does our time get put towards? Merchandise. Yeah, so running the website, merchandise, packing orders, emails, a lot of emails to get back to.
So many
emails all the time. Sponsorships. So obviously stuff comes into my content, but then there's a lot of work that's created for companies to use, photos and videos. A lot of time on social media, so posting on social media, creating social media content and replying to everyone. Got so many people to reply to every day.
Yeah.
If you combine YouTube comments, Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, all the messages, there's probably like 2 hours work a day replying to people. At least. Yeah, it'd be more than that, hey.
Yeah.
Like a few hours a day just talking and replying to people, plus organising stuff as well. So I'll try and get back to as many people as I can. Fair bit of time organising car builds and mods and
appointments for those things.
Appointments like at mechanics and stuff like that. Yeah, Xero and PayPal. So a lot of time there with tax, like all our tax and money is run through Xero and a separate business bank account, so all the ins and outs through there. Demi spends a lot of time editing photos. So that's at home, and then obviously we're away on trips, and when you're away on trips, you're not doing all that stuff, you're just filming. So you're trying to get ahead before you go away, and then by the time you get back, you're trying to catch everything up again.
Yep.
Anything else to say about the business and running it?
That it's fun. It is work.
Yeah.
But it's like fun work, and that's how we spend our time together.
Yeah. Yeah, like it is fun. I'm not trying to sound negative at all, I'm just trying to explain what we do, but I know I absolutely love doing all this stuff, and I love running the business. Yeah, like I thrive off doing this. Yeah, I spend about 25 out of 24 hours a day thinking about YouTube and full drives and mods and trips and video ideas and everything else. So I feel like it's a very mind-consuming job / hobby. I've combined a job and hobby into one, but that hasn't destroyed the hobby for me. I feel like it's made me thrive on it more.
Well, I feel like it's easy to do your job because how much you love your hobby.
There's obviously that bit of stress there of a business and a YouTube, which is a very fluctuating thing. You got to keep getting those views and producing videos and coming up with ideas and that. Otherwise, it will, fall apart. And a lot of our time gets put into rotating Zeph. So it's like you have Zeph while I get something done, and then I'll have Zeph while you get something done.
Yeah.
Back, forth. Wow!
Oh, we were holding hands. That's romantic.
Family. I'll screen record the homepage here on YouTube and just run through a couple of things. I've done this before, so I'm not going to go into too much. Otherwise, people are like, "Oh, we've done that video before." But this is the homepage, so just show a bit of the behind the scenes. So I've got 58,555 subscribers at the moment. I've grown 1,348 in the last 28 days. And then it will give you a 28-day cycle. So it'll give you the views in total views in the last 28 days, total watch time in the last 28 days, which is 54.8 thousand hours. And then your estimated revenue, so that's up a little bit, which is good news. So that's how much YouTube is paying me per month on ad revenue at the moment. Recent top 3 videos in the last 48 hours. This is how the most recent video went, so it's a bit of a slower one, but to be expected being a dual battery system video. So you got views, impressions, click-through rate, and average view duration. So that's what YouTube sort of bases its algorithm off mostly these days, of how often people are clicking on your video when it's being recommended to them, and then how long they are watching your video. So what's the average view duration of your videos? And that's in the first 2 days and 5 hours. So you can see here, like the one I did last weekend, in that same amount of time, it had 35.4 thousand views, which was the reveal of the GQ. So that's a bit of what's going on there behind the scenes at that 60,000 subscribers, at about 300,000 views a month, and the money you're getting from that, from your ads. So you get money from YouTube through ads, which are basically through views. So the more views you're getting, the more ads that are being watched, and the more money you're earning. And then the only other thing I wanted to show on the analytics here was the total, so the lifetime of what my YouTube channel has been. So I'm a smaller channel. There's like probably like 1 million other channels out there now that are bigger than me, and so I'm a very small YouTuber, but I just sort of wanted to show what it's like being a smaller YouTuber like me, and how you can still create a business and a life and a full-time job out of it, of something you love doing. And obviously I'm trying to build on it over time, but I've been able to get it to a point where I can, do this and be successful enough at it. So you can see here, this is the graph over the last 5 years. So this is when I started YouTube, coming up that 5 years, August 16th, 2017. And you can see like how your views and everything have increased over time, like your daily views. So in total, my channel has had 8,028,497 views, 1.4 million hours watch time, grown to 58.5 thousand subscribers, and in that time it's earned $105,391.39, over $100,000 Australian money, which is awesome. Like, that's really good money, but you got to remember that's spread out over 5 years of work. And I actually looked this up just before. The average wage in Australia is $1,305 per week, or $67,000 a year. So over those 5 years, YouTube averaged me that 20 grand a year, and then you minus, the 25 grand I probably spent on editing and camera equipment, and all the time and hours I've put into it. So it's good money, but it's definitely not enough to sustain a family and pay for the business and all that. So obviously it's getting better money now. The channel is earning that 1,200 a week or whatever, which is a bit under the average wage in Australia. You still got to minus all your taxes and everything off that. But a lot of what I pay for this and how I've been able to make it successful is through other means of earning some extra money on the side, which is through the merch, through the Patreon, and through sponsorships, which is the big one at the moment. Especially since I bought the third car, I think that's a bit of a misconception that people think, oh wow, Tyler's so rich, he's earning like millions of dollars off YouTube a week or something. But you can see from this that it's just sort of quite an average wage. But what I try and do is just invest all my money back into the channel and my hobby and what I love doing. And I watched an interview of Mr. Beast, who's one of the biggest and most successful YouTubers, and he was saying that's what he's always done. Just put your money back into YouTube, creating that content and variety and stuff for viewers. And it's been working well for me. The more I started doing that and investing my money back into it, the more successful and more views I was getting. So this year I'm thinking I got 3 4-wheel drives, I got the trailer, I got build videos, I got lots of trips coming up, all this variety with family, Kai and I, myself, Demi and Zeph are going to go on trips in the trailer, all that sort of stuff. And that's because I've invested my money back into it, rather than just sitting on the nav and thinking, well, cool, I got, one car, which is good. It's good, and I was able to get good trips out of it, but the content was starting to get a bit boring with the same car. So that's the idea behind what I'm doing. It's not that I'm rich and got millions of dollars and that. Obviously an average person doesn't need 3 4-wheel drives who does what, does 4-wheel driving camping, but just because it's my business, my full-time thing, I'm just trying to get that variety and engagement and bring in new viewers. That's just about everything. I'll end the video with a couple of questions. First one, do you script or just hit record and send it? On our adventure videos, I don't script or plan anything at all. That's just, hit record and send it. Head out the bush and see what happens. On videos like these at home, I don't script it word for word or anything like that, but I might just jot down a few points just to jog my memory as I'm going to remember key things I want to talk about. How hard is it to get sponsors and work out contracts on what they offer you at gift or discounts? I'm getting more used to it now, but it was very confusing at first. Like, you're just literally thrown in the deep end with no idea what anything's worth or what's going on, but generally worked out a reasonable sort of balance now. Ever get sick of editing? Started filming trips, but takes 2 months to edit because I'm lazy. Yeah, editing can get a bit boring at times and you got to push yourself to keep doing it. But I also love doing it as well. Like, I love that creative process and creating a full video start to finish. You just got to push through those bits where you get a bit sick of it. Is it difficult to create new content now that it's your job? I feel like I've got lots of ideas, especially now because I have the 3 vehicles and the trailers. Like, I've got so many ideas that more just can be difficult to execute them at times and be happy with what I've done. So this is actually the 2nd time I've done this video. I did it yesterday. Sat down last night, starting through, I was like, nah, this is garbage. Deleted the whole thing. Doing it again today, so hopefully this time I'm a bit more happy with it. Otherwise I'll be doing it for a 3rd time again tomorrow. We don't want that.
We don't want that, guys.
Do you think you'll ever travel full-time around Australia? Maybe one day, won't be for a while though, with 4 kids at home and a 3.5-month-old and 3-month-old. Demi's getting me in trouble. 3 months and 1 week maybe. And yeah, with 3 kids at school, it's just too hard. Like, our whole lives are built here where we are. Do you think you'll ever have time to do 2 vids a week, build vids midweek and trip vids on Sunday? Probably not for a while. I'd love to do that and it would be so much better for my channel and for the business and all that. But just with so much of our time being put into family and the kids and everything going on there, I just don't have time to produce the 2 videos a week. Are you enjoying being a content creator more than teaching? Yeah, definitely. I love doing this job. Teaching was still pretty good. I like that, but I prefer this. How do you keep coming up with video ideas? I spoke about that a bit earlier, but just writing down lists and with all the builds and trying to come up with different mods and ideas for them. Videos like this I'm doing now just pop in my head. I think, oh, that wouldn't be too bad to do as a little video, and just keep getting away on trips. Figure out destinations, send it there, and then start filming, so whatever happens, happens. Do you still enjoy camping, or does it feel like work now? Yeah, I still love camping. I still enjoy it. I don't think doing what I do took anything away from it, because I'm just like, I've always got to be doing something. I'm not someone that goes camping and sits down and relaxes. That's just not me. I go there and it's just like go, 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 go the whole day. So filming was just another part of it, another enjoyment out of it. And I feel like it adds lots to it. Adds that creativity and that excitement and gets me out of the car all the time with the camera. Alright, that's it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed. If you want to support the channel and what we do, then you can grab some merch off the website. Keep Demi busy. She loves packing merch.
It's my favourite thing to do.
That's her favourite thing to do. Keep watching the videos and supporting, and thanks so much for everyone that supported these videos. Like, it means so much, and supporting what I do and created this opportunity that, you know, I'm able to do this full time, because I can't do it obviously if people aren't watching and enjoying my content. And I'll chuck up the trailer for the next video that's coming out, which is going to be a very exciting one, and this took us a lot of hours to put in. So Sundown National Park, it's where I filmed my first ever trip, so I'm back there again 5 years later to refilm it. 50-minute episode. Alright, I'll see everyone in the next video. Bye.
Boy.
Boy. What was that? Oh my god! That was terrifying and exciting and everything in one motion. Welcome to Sundown National Park, situated on the New South Wales and Queensland border deep within the Australian mountains. This park holds a special memory for me, as it was where my first ever video was filmed and my YouTube journey began. TJ Jack is back as we challenge ourselves on some of Sundown's most rugged tracks, deep river crossings, and stumble across hidden beauties. This is what I live for. Get boom boom boom. G'day guys. G'day mate. We got a very wet and rainy day at home today. We got a very wet and rainy day here. It's a very wet and rainy day, so I thought I'd shut up. Boom, 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 boom. I'll start with a little bit of basic information about myself if you haven't So I've been doing YouTube full. Previous to that, we live on, boom, wow, echo. We live on the, boom, 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 boom. You ready for me to just come in and wreck things up with a camera? This is just gonna be super. Bring your laptop out, bring your laptop. I don't end up doing it. I drop kids off at 8 school. Take a seat here on the lounge here, and on videos like these at home, isn't mentally. Let that camera adjust that light. Wow, I went very white there. Woo.